What's up, everybody? It's Jaden. Just wanted to make an update. Uh, One major thing that's happened recently is that I got a girlfriend. As you know, I'm currently in Hawaii. I'm not sure if everyone knows that, but I'm in Hawaii, and I'm from Florida. But my girlfriend is also in Florida, and as for right now, she's gonna be living there until I get back from my deployment overseas, and then she's moving here to Hawaii. At least that's what the plan is. Really happy about that. You know, don't like don't like being alone. I'm just really like her, so really happy. Going home soon for holidays before I deploy. I'm going home for New Year's weekend, so that should be fun. A lot of stuff planned. It's gonna be great. Really excited. Get to see some family too, which is gonna be kind of weird because I've only told three people in my family so far, which is actually another huge step that I took. Um, I told my first. I told one of my cousins, Jaleesa. She's in Texas. We kind of grew up like when we were really like younger, and then maybe when about to turn teenagers, her dad, my uncle, had moved away to another state. So since then we've been distant physically, but yeah, we always see each other every summer for the most part until I turn 18, and then um, every once in a while we Skype, chit chat, whatever. We're still really close. She had came out to me as bisexual at one point in time, um, a couple years ago. So yeah, so we kind of had that closeness. She knows I've come out to her as gay, like the rest of the family, since I was 16, and they pretty much adjusted to that. Another person I told my family was one of my other cousins. She lived in Florida with me. Pretty much been together most of our whole lives. Lived in each other's houses, and at one point shared a room. Um, so she's pretty much like my sister. Only negative part about her response was she's very religious, into the whole Christianity thing, which I'm not knocking it, not dissing it in any way. Just she sometimes takes it a little overboard. So, I mean, her not really wanting to call me by my, you know, name, even though it's not legally changed yet, kind of, hurts. As well as her saying that I'll never call you a boy, you'll always be a girl, you know. But something kind of expected from her, and expecting the same thing from her mother because her mother is the same way, which is my aunt. But it's not a big deal. I have plenty of people supporting me. My girlfriend, my best friend, um, a couple other people. Um, let's see. Sunday, I told my mother. She did not take it very well. I was planning on telling her when I went home in a few weeks, but I can't keep it from her anymore. I talk to her a lot, and it's just one of those things I have to hide from her because I haven't told her yet. Um, I wanted her to know, and my therapist told me I should tell her, see where that would take me. And I told her I don't know what her reaction would be. I was hoping she'd be supportive. But as of right now, it's still in the beginning phases of, in shock. She doesn't really know what to think about it. She has all these preconceived notions of what a transgender person is, what happens, during the process of transitioning, um, just all stuff like that, all preconceived notions. We talked about a few of them, but what she has thought is completely different to um, what its actual reality. So there's gonna be a lot of educating in that subject, as well with a lot of my family, because being gay is kind of it's kind of like not a norm, but it's like an okay thing among my family. It's one of those things they don't like talking about, but they acknowledge it, and they don't really, down talk it. So, it's kind of a good thing. My, ex, um, my, sorry, just got a phone call from home. I'm just gonna ignore it, because I'm trying to make this video. Wait, call him back. Um, let's see. I completely forgot what I was saying. It's another thing I need to work on my memory. But, oh yeah, back to the subject of my family being okay with pretty much gay people. It's not really exactly gay, but the majority of my family members have married bisexual women. So, in that sense, it's sort of acceptable to be, you know, experimental with sexuality, I guess you would call it. I don't really know how to put it. It's just how I'm gonna put it out there, though. Mom's calling again. It's one of the worst times for her to call, but it's kind of information she wanted to get from me. Cause yeah. Anyways, it's not important. Um. Anyways, back to me making my video. Sorry, so easily distracted. ADD, but it's whatever. So I'm hoping in time my mother is gonna be the one of the people that I'm gonna try to not lose. It's gonna really suck if I do because she's like the only person in my family that I actually um, get along with. Not really get along with, but that I'm close with, that I talk to on like a regular basis. Um, really? I mean, when I told her I was gay back when I was a teenager, she had accepted it a couple years later. So, just one of those things. I mean, she knew, but she didn't really like know for sure. So she kept asking, and one day, she came in my room and was like, "Do you like girls?" And I was like, I said no. And then later on in the conversation, I was like, "Well, you know how you always ask me if I like girls, Mom?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, I do." And it's kind of like a moment of like silence, awkward silence. And I was like, "Yeah, but I like guys too." Just to ease it a little bit on her. But I really didn't have any attraction towards guys at all. Um, I also have been trying to get my mom, like family, and everyone to accept the whole gay thing. They've most than likely come to terms with it so far. It's just something they don't like accepting because my family's kind of religious. As for me, because religion was forced upon me for so long, I don't feel like it really needs to be something forced upon somebody to believe. You believe something or you don't. It's not something that because you're raised and told to do that doesn't mean it has to be the way you have to live. You can live your life the way you want to live it. It's your life, your beliefs. So don't let anyone else influence you. That's just how I see it. I also um, went out with my friends this weekend, or so-called friends, two guys that I always hang out with that are in my company. That we always go out, have fun, But lately they have not really been nice, or I'm not sure if that's the right words to put, but they haven't been really respectful of me. So I've kind of distancing, excuse me, I'm distancing myself from them because I can't have negativity like that in my life, and I don't want it. So not only is it negativity, but it's like um, childish actions all the time, and I can't take it. On a higher maturity level than they are, which is understandable. I'm a couple years older, but they're fresh out of high school. I'm not. I've lived a little bit longer in the real world than they have. Um, one incident was we were shopping somewhere and saw this girl, nice sundress. She was real cute, and we're both me and this one of the other guys was checking him out, and you were making comments about her, saying she was cute, blah blah, typical guy shit. And then I was like, yeah, but she doesn't really have an ass because she turned around, she didn't really have an ass, and I was like, I'm more of an ass man, and my friend was like, ass woman. And I'm like, no, ass man. She's like, you're not a man. I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm not yet, but you know that I'm going to be, and I don't understand why you continue making comments like that, knowing that's the plan of what I'm going to be doing. And I thought you were supposed to be my friend, supposed to help me, whatever. But it just kept going on and on. The argument of you're not a guy, you're not a man, you're not, you're a girl. You think you're a guy, pretty much is what they were saying. I was just really offended and hurt by that. Um, I really, really wanted to leave them at the place that we were shopping at, but they had driven that day for once. They had picked me up to go out to somewhere instead of me driving all the time, and couldn't leave. Um, I was pissed off. They saw it, and they didn't really like. They didn't really take into consideration my feelings in the situation. They're like, well, the point is to have met your guy friends, to piss them off and see how much they can take. And, if, to cry about it, then you'll stop. I'm like, that's not what men do. That's what boys do. You have to mature a little bit more, and then maybe, you know, you won't have this situation where one person's pissed off and then you are like, what the fuck is the problem? If they're a little bit mature, they would have seen what kind of insult they had just said to me. But then again, they also don't understand um, anything in my world. They're probably one of the first gay people they've hung out with. Um, at least in their eyes, I'm gay for now, and they would consider me a guy, which really sucks. I assumed when we first started hanging out, when I first told them that they were okay with it, but one of the guys also in turn had come out to a bunch of people in my company telling them about my STP packer when I was not okay with that. Yeah, I'm proud to say that I wear one, but I don't want everyone and their mother to know what's in my pants unless they're getting in my pants. It's just disrespectful and rude. I didn't appreciate it at all. Um, that happened like a couple months ago, right after I told him, and I was like, maybe he likes dicks, so that's could be why he was so excited to tell everybody. I mean, everyone already thinks he's gay. I'm not gonna put names out there, but everyone thinks this one guy that I hang out with all the time is gay, and um, I don't know. I don't care. It's not my business. As far as I know, he likes girls, and that's his business. It's not. I don't care. If he was gay, that would be awesome. I love hanging out with gay guys. I don't discriminate in any way. I try not to. It's pretty much like the first impression is the best impression that you can give a person. It's hard to erase that impression from somebody. Um, just other than that, I'm trying not to really hang out with a lot of people here because a lot of people don't understand, or I can get in a lot of trouble for doing some of the things that I want to do, like the transitioning, the top surgery, and hormones, or whatever. Currently, I am still not on hormones. Not doing anything actually. Just STP packer and binder, pretty much on a daily basis. Um, Still seeing the same therapist. She's pretty cool. I talked to her last time about you know, talking to Dr. Garamone in Florida about the surgery, and she had said to get her more information, and she won't see a problem with talking or writing me a letter, you know, to get my top surgery. And she said the only issue with the whole letter idea is that I'm going to deploy for a year. I'm gonna be away for a year from her, from talking to her, from seeing her, from pretty much everything. It's gonna be a completely different situation. So it's only